for my tea to brew, I thought I would tell you what I'm planning on doing today. I'm going to take myself on like a perfect little afternoon. I think I'm going to bring a book and possibly some knitting. I'm practicing the rib stitch, which I'm really bad at. I constantly keep accidentally purling when I mean to knit and knitting when I mean to purl. It just sounds so nice, like knitting amongst the trees. I also really want to listen and see what kind of birds I can hear. Hello Merlin, you want to join me? This section of the video is brought to you by Merlin. I'm going to bring a book. I'm currently reading Sabriel, rereading Sabriel for like the 50th time. It's my favourite book. And just probably listen out and see what birds I can hear as well. Do you want to be put down? Yeah? Okay. Oh, you're so cute. Yeah, start of the show. Right, anyway, my tea is finished brewing, so I have a handy method for taking this out here. Okay, there's no cat fur everywhere. This was a mistake. And just like that, she gets the tea bag out. It'd be really nice just to spend a day kind of just really taking my time and chilling for once. I'm not very good at doing that. I heard a really interesting bird earlier. I don't know what it was. Tried to identify it and the app said Eurasian blackcap, but there was another bird singing at the same time and it didn't identify two birds, so I think the one that was more sing-songy was the blackcap possibly. I'm going to try and look it up whenever I get home. I think I'm going to read for a little bit and then I'm probably going to work a little bit more on that rib stitch. I really want to make a hat, but I don't feel quite confident yet that I'm not just going to mess it up. I was trying to make a jumper recently and it just was not happening because I couldn't get the rib stitch right. Okay, why did I not put a bookmark in you? Oh, I just love this book so much. I love his whole magic system. It's just so creative and it really is the most gorgeous view. All the different trees and the sunlight kind of dappling through them. So beautiful. I love just keeping looking up from my book and seeing this and being like, I think I feel like doing some knitting now, so I'm gonna work on that rib stitch and see how that goes. I definitely made this tea too milky. I think I'm gonna bring a hot chocolate next time. Like one of those like instant powders that you can mix with water. I feel like a hot chocolate in the forest. Although maybe that's more of an autumn thing. Autumn. We're gonna do this again in autumn. Come back. Gorgeous, colourful leaves and hot chocolate. How nice does that sound? It's always good to kind of practice, I think, before committing to something. That's one thing I have not got great patience for, is like practice. I like to just jump into projects rather than like practicing stitches beforehand. If I can just get the rib stitch down that I'm really happy with it, I'll feel confident starting this hat. It's actually so relaxing just sitting, knitting and listening to the birds. I think I should do this more often. I usually watch TV when I knit, but this is really relaxing. I really hope you can hear all the beautiful bird song I can hear. Oh, I hear a pigeon. We have another row, and I didn't mess it up, I think. Maybe. Yes, I didn't mess it up. Look at it go. I feel like more myself, and I think it's just because I don't really ever take the time to do things like this. You know, I'll go for a walk and I'll just kind of go right around the forest and I'll come back, and I never really just take that time to just sit in nature and do my hobbies and just relax and enjoy just being present, if you know what I mean. So I think it's really done me good today. I feel a lot calmer and a lot more me, like I've really engaged with me. It's very soothing. It almost like restores something, I think. Almost like the chaos of life has kind of gone down and I can almost remember who I am, if you know what I mean. It's like you're just kind of constantly living in that like moment by moment by moment, but just pausing and taking the time to like just be is actually really nice. And I think in nature is kind of the only way I can really do that. When I try to do it in the house, it just doesn't work. I just start getting bored and distracted and end up watching YouTube videos or Instagram reels. They are a nightmare. Instagram reels, I get so sucked in. I keep catching things out of the corner of my vision, like little birds flitting about, or I've seen dragonflies and butterflies. I saw a really cool beetle earlier. There's 2 of them, really, really shiny beetles. Constantly checking which stitch I'm on. At the minute I'm trying to turn my garden into like a wildflower garden. It's really amazing seeing how much more wildlife there is in my garden because of it. At the minute I do have wildflowers in it, but it's mostly, I can't remember what they're called, but these yellow ones. They're kind of like dandelions, but like fancier and tougher. I think I'm gonna make a video where I'm sort of gardening a bit. Not that it requires much maintenance or anything, but I have some plants that I want to plant. I have a greenhouse, but it has currently been taken over by this hop. The previous owner of my house, they had a brewery and they decided that it'd be a great idea to plant hops in the greenhouse, and hops are like the hardest thing to get rid of. They're super strong and they wind themselves around everything, and I have tried so hard to pull this thing out by the base, but I just can't get it. If anybody knows how to get rid of a hop, tell me, because I have had no luck with this thing. I think I might actually get up now and do a wee bit of photography. I'm kind of feeling like I've sat here for long enough. My legs, I'll be honest, are going slightly dead.